Testing, testing, testing. Alright folks, welcome back to Glesga News. Alright, so I'm on the Daily Record online page and this is a story by Michael McQuaid. Now just a slight disclaimer here, or a short disclaimer. The pictures, this particular picture you see here, and any other pictures that you view during this presentation or this feature by myself are not owned by me. I am utilising and featuring these in terms of fair use because they are publicly available. That said, it's about this guy here. Now his name is Ewan Walker. It says here, Scots monster caged for slashing girlfriend, then ripping her stitches out with his teeth. So it sounds like he is. Ewan Walker assaulted her on a daily basis during a horrific campaign of domestic abuse. Now, I've read some of this and it is horrific. What a bloody shame. Right. It says, a brute who slashed his girlfriend, then tore her stitches out with his teeth, has been jailed for 4 years. Walker assaulted her on a daily basis during a horrific campaign of domestic abuse. He punched, kicked, slashed, bit, choked and terrified Antonia Gillespie and held her head under water as she was having a bath. That's the kind of guy you want the Taliban to catch, isn't it? Put him in a uniform and drop him with a parachute in Afghanistan. See how he gets on. See how he likes it. Hamilton Sheriff Court heard that on one occasion the thug shoved her face into dog shit. For goodness sake. Despite her ordeal, brave Antonia, she's only 21, insisted he did not win. I'm a survivor, not a victim. That's right, Antonia. That's definitely right. Walker, 27, admitted assaulting Antonia and directing an abusive course of conduct against her between May 2018 and July last year. The attacks happened in Hamilton and Uddingston, Lanarkshire, and at the holiday home of Walker's parents in Portpatrick, Wigtonshire. What does his parents think of him? What kind of son is that? What motivates him to do that? I mean, you can have an argument with your partner, and things can get out of hand, I suppose. It's not happened with me, but, I'm just trying to be the devil's advocate, right? I don't think there's any excuse for hitting a female or a woman or a girl. Some people think, well, if the girl smashes you in the face, you can hit her back. Well, I don't agree with that, but, I'm not saying that that doesn't happen. And that, people get provoked and things like that. But this guy isn't getting provoked. This guy seems to have a pathological desire or a psychological problem in trying to control and beat on someone weaker than himself. Walker also admitted assault and abusive behaviour towards a previous girlfriend. Jailing him, Sheriff Andrew McIntyre said the charges disclose a concerted and relentless campaign of abuse against 2 women. It involved repeated acts of serious violence, controlling behaviour and numerous offences that harmed, degraded and humiliated these women. It's abuse of the most serious kind to be prosecuted in the Sheriff Court. It's plain that you represent a serious danger to the public, particularly women with whom you form a relationship. It goes on to say that Walker will be supervised for 2 years on his release from prison, and the sheriff imposed a non-harassment order banning him from contacting the victims indefinitely. Jennifer Cunningham, prosecuting, said Walker and Antonia had a turbulent relationship that lasted 19 months. Now apparently, unfortunately, that he had been previously, I think, jailed. Walker was jailed in 2019 for assaulting her, but they reunited afterwards, and that was her mistake. The court heard how Walker bit Antonia repeatedly, including once on the nose, pulling out her nose ring. Goodness sake, she went to hospital several times and was once given an advice card by nurses who suspected she was a domestic abuse victim. Miss Cunningham said the accused found that card, then punched her repeatedly in the face. For God's sake. His pet dog was so distressed by all this that it defecated on the living room floor. He then forced his girlfriend's face into the excrement, held her up to a mirror and said, "Look at you, what a state you're in." Antonia had stitches put in her hand after Walker slashed her with broken glass. The next day he tore out the stitches with his teeth. The fiscal added she describes being assaulted on a daily basis by the time he was jailed in 2019. On a number of occasions he held a knife at her throat and threatened to kill her. When the relationship ended, he hounded her despite being handed a non-harassment order. That's sadistic, alright? And he's not going to stop. He's going to the jail again when he gets back out. Certainly hope his parents have disowned him. You know, it goes on to talk about other girlfriends that he's got a real problem with other girlfriends that he's broke up with. As soon as he breaks up with them and wants to get rid of them or they dump him, he starts putting pictures up online. You know, maybe intimate pictures and shit like that, which is well out of order, you know. And it's actually illegal now, so hopefully he'll get done for that. I don't know whether they would jail you for that, but you know, he certainly would deserve the jail. What a horrible story, eh? A lovely girl like that. Well, good luck to you, Antonia. You know, you're well rid of that guy. It'll take you a while to trust again, I would imagine. But your story is a story of, you know, survival, as you say. You won in the end, and he's lying in the jail where he belongs, and he'll be going back there. One only hopes that something happens to him in the jail, and he gets, you know, his comeuppance for attacking a defenceless girl, really, basically, who was under his power, who couldn't fight back. Anyway, if you like the content, hit the like button, share and subscribe, because that's all I've got to say about that story. Peace out. How dare you!